The moment I walked into the quiet little cafe with a single white rose in my hand, my heartbeat stopped. The woman I had spent weeks talking to online was already there, but she wasn't alone. Sitting beside her, wearing the same gentle smile and almost identical features, was her older sister. Both of them stood as I approached, both of them looked nervous, and in that single unforgettable moment, I realized this first date was nothing like I had imagined. I had come expecting romance, but I was about to step into a story filled with family wounds, painful memories, forgiveness, and a choice that would change 3 lives forever. Before the story continues, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of honest hearts, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel Kindness Space. Your support helps us bring more emotional stories to life. I had matched with Emma a month earlier. She wasn't the type to impress people with glamorous photos or perfect words. Instead, she shared simple stories about helping neighbors, caring for stray animals, and spending weekends with her family. Every conversation with her felt peaceful, as if the world slowed down for a while. After weeks of messages and late-night conversations, we finally agreed to meet at a small cafe near the river. As I reached the table, I noticed Emma's smile carried both happiness and fear. Beside her sat her older sister, Olivia, whose face looked almost identical except for eyes that carried years of quiet sadness. The atmosphere felt unusually heavy. Before I could even understand why she was there, I learned that Emma had invited Olivia because she didn't want to begin a new chapter of her life while leaving her sister trapped in the pain of the past. Years earlier, Olivia had been abandoned just days before her wedding. The heartbreak shattered her confidence and left deep emotional scars. Since then, every relationship around her reminded her of what she had lost. Emma had watched her cheerful sister slowly become withdrawn, convinced that love only ended in disappointment. Emma believed that if her own relationship was going to have any future, it couldn't be built while someone she loved suffered silently beside her. That afternoon turned into something completely different from a first date. Instead of trying to impress each other, we spent hours sharing stories about childhood memories, family traditions, failures, and the moments that had shaped us. Olivia hardly smiled at first, but every small laugh she allowed herself felt like sunlight breaking through thick clouds. By the time we left the cafe, I realized that sometimes people don't need perfect words. They simply need someone willing to listen without judgment. Over the following weeks, Emma and I continued seeing each other, but Olivia remained part of our lives. She joined weekend hikes, family dinners, and volunteer events where we helped distribute food to struggling families. Slowly, I noticed small changes. Olivia stopped avoiding photographs. She started laughing without forcing herself. She even began talking about dreams she had buried years before. Healing didn't happen in one dramatic moment. It arrived quietly, through ordinary acts of kindness repeated day after day. One rainy afternoon, while volunteering at a local shelter, Olivia met a retired schoolteacher who spent every weekend serving meals to strangers. There was no dramatic romance, no instant miracle. Instead, there were patient conversations, shared smiles, and mutual respect. Watching that friendship grow reminded me that real love often begins where expectations disappear. Emma once admitted that she had been terrified I would walk away the moment I saw 2 sisters waiting at the same table. Most people probably would have. But looking back, I realized that if I had left that cafe, I would have missed one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. I hadn't simply met someone I wanted to date. I had witnessed a family fighting to heal together, refusing to let pain define their future.